travel is a number one big thing to like clear your head sort of thing. Like if you're stuck in a run and you literally just stuck, you don't know where to get out, then if you go away for like a couple of days, you'll feel much better within yourself.
Nice, man. And you really grew as a person throughout the show. So when you started, your dad was properly harsh on you. I remember watching it thinking, geez, Darren, he's giving you some serious stick. And then you really grew and you gained confidence. You grew more patient. And near the end of the race, you kind of switched, your role switched, and you were the one caring for your dad.
Yeah.
Could you feel yourself learning from the experience as it was going on?
Yeah, 100%. Like the whole journey, the whole experience taught me so much. Like, yeah, like I would just more confident in myself. Like I'd always speak to random people, but I don't know, I wouldn't really approach random people. So like the journey helped me do that. My bond with my dad, like, yeah, we got to speak on a personal level sort of thing. And now he's like a good friend of mine as well as my dad, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So the journey helped me out so much. And yeah, it's just confidence and just being able to get myself out there. And then even coming back and doing live TV, on the One Show and BBC Breakfast Show, I'm confident to do any more TV now because it's like I've done live TV, and I could have messed up massively. So like it can't get much worse than that. You know what I mean? Like when you're on live TV and you're on the radio, you could say something bad and you could be condemned throughout the whole of England, being number one hated. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you see it happen. You see people mess up by accident, and get hated. So luckily nothing like that happened, and yeah, it's just once I've done that I can do anything now, really.
Yeah. And the aim of the trip, of course, was for you to mend that relationship and build that bond with your dad. What was it like going through it all with your dad in the highest and the lowest moments?
So obviously we had a lot of arguments and stuff, like because we didn't really know each other personally, so it was tough. It was very tough at times, but like some things it said wind me up a lot. Like every time he said "suck it up," his favourite catchphrase would really annoy me. But I don't know, like I do the same way. I'd annoy him, so it works like that. If you're with somebody for a long amount of period of time, you're gonna have an argument or whatnot. It's always gonna happen.
Yeah, you couldn't ever do 50 days and not have an argument with someone.
No, that's it. I bet Tony Lane, Josh and Felix did.
Yeah, you saw Josh and Felix's.
Yeah, they would have all done it. So it's what happens.
And you got your hug at the end. Was that a big motivation for you?
I was waiting for it throughout the whole journey. I would try and hint at him a few times during the journey, like, come on, I could do a hug right now. And he was just like, no worries. So yeah.
But at the end, your dad said at the end, your dad said that you went from an estranged father and son to now friends. You must be so much closer now as a result of it.
Oh, 100%. Like, yeah, I see him at least once a week now and speak to him on the phone twice a week or so. So, yeah, me and my dad are really, really good since.
Nice, man. That's really nice to hear. So the work that you did during the race, you mentioned on the show that you were perhaps a little bit confused about what you wanted to do with your life. And I thought that was a really important message to air because I'm sure there are a lot of people who are watching the show who are in the same kind of position. You're just a bit unsure what kind of job you want to do, where you want to go with your life. Did the work that you did during the race help you find that out and teach you any life lessons? It's
learned what I actually want to do in myself now. Like I want to travel for a career. That's the ultimate dream. But I know now within myself that I want, like in the meantime, I'd want like a customer service sort of thing because I'm hands-on and I like interacting with people. I'm a people person. So I don't want to just like go in a call centre. Like when I came back, I was in a call centre at my dad's work and it just wasn't me. And like working in a warehouse is the same. Like it's just not me. I'm a people person. So I'd either retail or back on TV sort of work sort of thing. Yeah. And maybe working behind the camera and just having a look at them sort of avenues. But since the TV show, I definitely want to work in the media industry.
Nice, man. And
Yeah.
how important do you think travel is to help you work out what you want to do and help you grow as a person?
I think travel is a number one big thing to like clear your head sort of thing. Like if you're stuck in a run and you literally just stuck, you don't know where to get out, then if you go away for like a couple of days, you'll feel much better within yourself. So I feel like it's very important for people to do that. I feel like a lot of people think as in traveling and like it's really expensive sort of thing. Like they're thinking holiday and like, you know what I mean? People think like you can only do it once a year sort of thing. But as you can see before coronavirus, you can get flights for really cheap for a weekend sort of thing. Like you can go to Prague for like £3.99. You know what I mean? Like you see these stupid prices and people make out like it's a really, really expensive thing to do, but it's actually not that expensive. And that's why in the new year, depending on Brexit and depending on like lockdown coronavirus, I'm looking at trying to get about in Europe as much as possible at the moment. And like a number one place for me to visit would be Sweden, because I've heard that they haven't been in lockdown throughout the whole thing.
Wow.
And the whole year they've had no face masks, no lockdown. So I'd actually like to interact with the people who have lived in Sweden throughout this year and ask them how their experience has been during this year.
Brilliant. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Imagine being a country which has never been in lockdown, never wore a face mask. Like, that's crazy.
Absolute dream.
Yeah.
This is a bit of a weird question, but I've genuinely watched the show and thought, you know what, I'd love to do that so much that I might just genuinely do that, live on the budget and travel London to Singapore. Would you recommend it?
I recommend it 100%.
Yeah.
Like I did an article for BBC Sport, London to Baku for the Chelsea.
Yeah, I remember that one.
So yeah, I highly recommend doing it, getting out and just, the amount you fly over and you miss is ridiculous. Like I've been to Australia a few times because I've got a lot of family over there. So obviously what I've flown over, I've now actually done on land sort of thing. Yeah. So it's like, you compare them both and you're just like, if you've got time, you've got whatever, you can do it, then definitely do it. Highly recommendable.